Hey guys, Becca here, and I'm bringing you a 30-minute Cardio Sculpt class. All you're gonna need for this class is your trusty slide board, booties, and maybe some water and a small towel. Let's get started with a bit of a warm-up. Open up your feet a little wider than your shoulders, feet turned out, arms stretch up. Just go ahead and bend your knees, and we're gonna just rise up and down a few times here. So we will do a bunch of sliding. We're gonna do some ups and downs and all arounds today. So let's just make sure our joints and our muscles are ready and raring to go. On this next one, slide your forearms down to your inner knees and give them a press back. Ooh, hello, inner thighs, groin, hips, all of the things. Take a second here to just shift from side to side. And then we'll add on to this with a little twist. So walk your hands to your inner knees, extend your arms, lengthen your back, and just twist down and around to your right side. So we're just gonna take a peek over the right shoulder, kind of ease on into that left inner thigh. And then we'll do the same thing in the other direction. Ooh, my back just cracked, so you know that's a good sign. Loosening things up for realsies. Come on back to the center. I want you to turn your feet to parallel, come into a full forward fold, and just drop your head. Take a nod, yes. We'll walk our feet in a little bit closer, and I want you guys to bend your knees quite a bit and roll up to standing. Take your right arm up, take a side body stretch, and look down to your heel. We'll do that in the other direction as well. So you can even create some tension on the outside edges of your feet, your legs, I should say. And we'll do that one more time, side to side, just kind of waking up the side of the torso a bit. Keep your butt and your quads active here. And then you're gonna bring your hands into your imaginary back pockets, or maybe you have some real ones. Drive your pelvis forward. And we're basically wanting to engage the legs, the abdominals, and open up to present the chest. Let's take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, just gonna have you forward fold again. Keep your knees bent, drop your head, and just go ahead and pump your legs. So a little hamstring opener here. Head is loose like a bowling ball. And I'm gonna have you guys, again, bend your knees, roll up, separate your feet just a smidge, and we're gonna do a little pivot here from side to side. If your back didn't crack when we did our original twists, it may happen now. But I want you guys to think about driving your hip away so you're getting a nice stretch through your quad and those hip flexors. Let's do that a couple more times. And then I'm gonna have you bring your hands to interlace behind your head and then peel your elbows wide, come to a flat back, soften the knees, and then rise up and pelvis presses forward. Give me 3 like that. So we're just gonna awaken up the back chain of the body a little bit here with these little good mornings or good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you're doing this workout. One more time. All right, take one more forward fold. Take a nod, yes, we're about to get into this thing. And then slowly as you roll up, find your booties. You can either sit down to slip them over your shoes or simply find your balance and slip them on right now. So we're gonna get things started, guys. This again is a 30-minute cardio sculpt, and we are gonna begin framing the bumper of our board. So come on over, squeeze it. We've got our side lunge series, side number 1 happening. So I want you guys to take a low squat. You'll go out and in with your left leg and stand up. And we're gonna be here for about 45 seconds. So this is a nice little foundation, if you will, to set yourself up for all the things to come. So we'll build on this throughout our first series. So let's think about keeping the knees streamlined forward, toes facing front, and your chest is essentially gonna be reaching over that front foot. Hip goes back as if you wanna kind of set your booty on a little chair. And we're already almost through this first move. We've got about 15 more seconds. Think about really dragging in the arch of your foot. So we'll take the low, sort of chop it down, and then we'll put it together in 3, 2, 1. Let's keep the left leg straight, and we'll go right into our side slide lunge. So already my heart rate is amping up a little bit as we sort of continuously move. So let's now start to think about what we're doing with the outside edge of that left foot. Push it down as you're going out, and then really think about dragging your inner thigh towards your standing leg. Ha-ha. Setting yourself up for some major success here, building strength in our standing quad and glutes. What's great also here is we get a little ankle stability as we continue to kind of move through this motion. We've got about 10 more seconds, and we've got our first little mini challenge coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to come down, stay down, and for 30 seconds, we're gonna hold. Let's reach. Create some space in your shoulder blades. Keep driving down through your right heel a lot. Shoulders plugged down away from your ears, and we're gonna continue to move that left leg in and out. 15 seconds. Starting to feel a little burn on that right side. 10 seconds to go. We have our final challenge coming up in 3, 2, 1. Stand up for just a second. Take a nice chest opener. Sit it on back again. And I want you to pulse. This is your final challenge on this side. You've got under 30 seconds here. So I want you to just feel that burn. Maybe take your focus out in front of you. Know that that home stretch is coming closer. Just 15 more seconds to go. Quads, glutes, all of the things starting to talk to us a little bit here. 10 more seconds. We got a little rinse, if you will, coming up in 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Maybe shake that leg out a little bit. And then carefully step both feet onto your board. Using the bumper, let's go into our tall slide. So from side to side, we're gonna be here for about 45 seconds, just to kind of cleanse the palate, if you will. Start to feel the heart rate spiking a little bit. But generally speaking, I want you to think of your tall slide as a means to sort of reset, get the heart rate to rise a little bit, and sort of prepare yourself for what's to come on that second side. Let's be here for about 30 more seconds. So as you're pressing from side to side, really utilize the bumper to sort of propel yourself off of and to land on. Again, incorporating breath from side to side is a really good tool to kind of keep your body in motion and connected to that internal energy that you're creating here. We got about 15 seconds, and we're gonna do it all again on the other side. So let's start to move and groove here. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's make our way to the other side of the board. Step off, frame it, and we're gonna break things down second side. So here we go. We go from our squat, out and in, up to standing. So same rules apply here. We wanna make sure that that standing knee isn't sort of falling inwards or falling out. So take your range of motion at your own sort of level here. So maybe you start a little bit small in your squat and you can progress it each time you go through this motion. So the knee and the toes are essentially gonna be streamlined forward throughout. We are under 30 seconds. Side number 2, all about balancing out that booty burn. So in 15 seconds, we'll go into our smooth slide side lunge, where we're just gonna kind of take out these sort of chops and make it all one seamless line. All right, in 5 seconds, we'll finish at the top. 3, 2, 1, let's now keep the right leg straight. And this is where we wanna really focus on that foundation that we just set, making sure the left knee and toes are facing front. What tends to happen sometimes also is the moving toes start to turn out. If that's happening for you, it might actually create a little more of a difficulty in getting back up to that standing position. So really think about utilizing the outside edge of your foot as if you want to keep it parallel to your bumper. 15 seconds, yeah. We've got our 2 30-second sort of challenges coming up. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Keep the chest up, abs strong. And in 5 seconds, we're gonna take it low, stay low. 3, 2, 1, let's reach. So we're gonna keep that standing leg solid. Moving leg continues to kind of press down and out, and we draw in towards the bumper. Think about a little magnetic pull from that inner arch to your bumper. All the while, abs stay tight, neck stays long, shoulders are pressing down, and we're about 10 seconds here. We'll take that little mini pause at the top in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you stand up, open it up, revisit that seat. We're gonna slide it out and stay for our pulse. 30 seconds. So this pulse, again, our muscles are starting to feel a little more fatigued. Maybe things aren't feeling as structurally sound. So just hone in on that foundation you set for yourself in the beginning. And y'all, you're already halfway through. We got 15 seconds to go. Feeling the burn in my quads. 5 seconds, everybody. We're gonna go into that tall slide in 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Maybe shake out that side as well. And then carefully step on your board. We've got another 45 seconds to slide it out. Tall posture. Okay, we've gotten through our first sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Our series of, I can't even think of the word, but you'll get my drift. You'll come to me momentarily. This is where we want to focus on now upping the cardio a little bit. I don't know why the word has lost my brain, everybody. This is what happens when I'm overthinking it. So 30 seconds, stay upright. Maybe you can start to play a little bit with bending your knees a little bit more. We have about 20 more seconds, and we have our first down on the board series where we're gonna hit the upper body and our abdominals a little bit. Find your breath, y'all. All right, we've got 10 more seconds. I'm gonna have you guys meet on one side of your board. In 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna make my way over to the right and take a turn in this direction. So we got a little burpee coming up. We're adding a push-up at the bottom. Your hands can be on the board or on the floor on your way down. Set it up strong to begin. I'm gonna start with my knees on the board for my push-up. Toes will come back to the board as we stand and reach. So we've got about a minute here. So as you're doing this, start to just pay attention to how we're structurally going into some different muscle groups. This is also a nice opportunity for you to kind of catch your breath a little bit and notice the heart rate that has risen. We've got about 20 more seconds. We're gonna continue on this sort of low board series, and we'll just continue to kind of fire up our upper body and abdominals here. Okay, let's do this 2 more times. Try to keep the elbows glued tight to your ribs, really hitting those triceps. 1 more time. Stay here, take a little mini child's pose back. And then we're gonna make our way into a high plank position. Your hands can again be on the board or on the mat. Come into that strong high push-up, and in slow-mo, I want you to draw your knees across your body and try to tap the opposite elbow. Now, if you're feeling ambitious, you can pick up the speed. You can bring your knee a little higher on your arms. But as you're doing this, guys, try to make sure that your shoulder blades aren't collapsing. We want to keep them pressed open. So really drive your hands down into the floor. We're under 10 seconds. Hooray, hurrah. 1 more move, and then we'll take a little mini breather in 3, 2, 1. Guys, drop the knees for a moment. Bring your elbows to the floor. If you've got a mat, go ahead and place it under your elbows now. We're gonna shoot our legs back, tuck the tailbone under, and jack it out. So this is where we wanna make sure we're pulling our belly button away from the board, keeping the shoulder blades nice and wide. Maybe utilize your palm prints to push down even more. All right, y'all, we got about 10 more seconds. Lower abdominal starting to fire up. Jugular vein in my neck starting to burst. In 3, 2, 1, let's drop our knees and really take that child's pose here. Drop your head, stretch your arms, feel that nice release through your under armpit area, your spine. So we're gonna hang out here for another 10 seconds. So utilize a couple deep breaths. Feel how the heat of your body is starting to toast up a little bit more. And now, guys, we're gonna make our way to our feet. Let's slowly bring our toes to the bumper, rise up, turn to the front, and now we're gonna go into our skater slide. We're here for about 45 seconds. Let's hit it up right now. So the hips are back a little further than our tall slide that we originally did. I want you to think about presenting your chest away from your hips. So 30 more seconds here. If you wanna quicken the speed here, by all means, try it. This is where we're gonna start to, again, amplify things up a smidge. We've got about 20 seconds. We have another sort of structural series coming up where we're gonna be honing in again on that sculpting series. So 10 more seconds on this skater. That's the word I was looking for all along, guys. Sculpting. The word was at a loss until just now. I knew it would come to me. In 3, 2, 1, come on over to one side. Let's turn. I'm gonna step my left foot off. Right foot will stay on, heel stays high. Slowly come back. Bring your toe in, slide your heel out, and I want you to focus on balance, pulling your knee up. Toe comes down, we slide back. In, back, and up. So I want you guys to focus on quality control here. Abdominals have got to be stimulated. Hips need to stay square. If you want to, pull your arms up and just kind of guide them through the leg movement here as well. So standing leg is doing a nice, strong, solid foundation. We're gonna hang out here for about 10 more seconds. Woo-wee. All right, y'all. We got another little version coming up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down into your lunge. Now I want you to bend your knee, bring it in, slide it back. So we're gonna stay low. Again, focusing on that strong structural foundation in our right booty cheek. In, out, 15 seconds. OMG. We'll do a little palate cleanser here for the tush in 10 seconds. Shoulders back. Keep on breathing. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand it up. Take it back down. Try to get your knee, hip, and shoulder to align. And we got a little pulse. So this foot doesn't move. Back foot slightly slides, but we're gonna keep our hip and our glutes engaged and facing front. We got 15 seconds. Booty blaster central up in here. 10 seconds. Maybe the arms rise. Pull up out of your rib cage. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And holy guacamole. I gotta do one of these numbers. Are you still there? Okay, she's still working. Come on up onto your board and let's revisit our skater. Woo! I like these palate cleansers, my friends. Gives us a little something else to focus on, right? We just hit it and quit it just now, and now we wanna move the air around, if you will. So for another 25 seconds, let's maybe challenge our depth a smidge. So we've already got that really great low squatted foundation. Feeling our breath, feeling the heart rate, feeling the pulse of the heart beating in our chest here. And we've got 5 more seconds. We're gonna be doing that all again on the other side in 3, 2, 1. Make your way over. Turn it right round. We're gonna step the opposite foot off and pick the heel up high. Let's start with our down, in and out, in, and balance. So this first sequence is, again, gonna give you a nice opportunity to feel your balance and control, but to also what? Slow the heart rate down just a bit. So you might notice, going from one side to the next, that you maybe are a little less or more wobbly from one side to the other. So just take note of that and do what you can to try to find that equal feeling. So for the next 20 seconds, maybe you want to add a little armography, my favorite. That sometimes helps me to kind of visualize where my leg is gonna go. And it also just opens up a little opportunity for some upper body mobilization. Let's go one more time. And then just finish up. We're gonna go into our in and out. So we come into the lunge, shoulders roll back, and we're gonna draw the toe to the bumper. As you're doing this, you can play around with the hinge at your hips. So I've got a slight hinge forward. If you wanna challenge it a bit more, maybe the shoulders roll back a bit. Either way, just do you. You've got just 10 seconds. We have our final pulse challenge coming up. We can do it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come up, give it a little breather, and now we got that 90-degree pulse. Now you're ready. Let's come on down. Shoulder, hip, and knee. And as you're pulsing, really use your front heel. Press it through the floor. So I want you to try to open up your chest here a lot. Just 15 seconds, you guys. Ooh, E. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of there. I gotta give this leg a little love too. Holy guacamole. Hey, you know what's cool though? We're over halfway there. In fact, we've got just about 10 minutes to go. I want you guys to give me another skater slide. And breathe. Take note and assess how you're feeling right now. All right, we're gonna be here for just 15 more seconds. And we got another down on the board, upper and core series. Are you ready? Let's get it. Come on over. Turn your body. We've got a combination platter here for this second burpee. So let's start up. Hand position, your choice. As you come down, feel your balance. Tap your shoulders, pike your hips. Toes come to the bumper, drop your hips and stand it up. And that's your combination. So for this one, I'm gonna keep my legs a little bit wider. So we tap it and pike it. And maybe you play around and maybe one round you just do the taps. Maybe one round you just do the pikes. Maybe you put it all together. You've got under 30 seconds to feel it out. Keep drawing your ribs in, abs up, and just play around with maybe waking up those hamstrings a little bit here. So we want to keep our glutes pretty fired up here. I'm going to have you kick it into high gear. You got just under 10 more seconds. We've got another little plank series coming up in 3, 2, 1. Take a mini child's pose. All right, y'all. Let's come back to our shoulders, or to our forearms, I should say. Glue your elbows so they're underneath your shoulders. Plug your hands down or flip them up. We're gonna send our legs back and this time squeeze the heels into one another. Okay, we're gonna shrug the shoulders to the ears and then push the ground away. So let's breathe out and then breathe in. Now as you're doing this, put a little string on the back of your belly button. And on that breath in, pull your belly button up and feel that intense isometric movement. You guys have just 15 seconds here. Glue the inner thighs to each other. 10 more seconds. Let's do one more. And then you're gonna drop the knees, come to your hands for just a moment. I have to wipe mine off because they're real sweaty and I'm afraid I'm gonna slip and fall. Okay, all right, where are we at? All right, we're here. So I'm gonna put my hands on the floor and I'm also gonna open my feet. Now I need you to put a little balancing act, maybe a teacup or something on the small of your back. Don't let it move as you shift your weight and reach one arm forward at a time. And we're gonna ask our hips to stay laser beamed down at the board, keeping the legs strong. I'm going to lower my knees to talk to you about this because, my friends, it's really a little challenging to talk and do that at the same time. But good news, you got just 10 more seconds. Try to really reach out of the armpit from finger to heel. And in 5 seconds, guys, we're gonna take that child's pose in 3, 2, 1. Everybody kick it back. Well done, you guys. All right, we are rounding the home stretch here. I hope y'all are feeling as good as I am. Wipe the sweat off your brow. In fact, I got my trusty towel prop. I'm gonna use it. Deet, deet, deet. Okay, slowly and carefully come back up to your feet. We're gonna revisit that side slide lunge nice and easy. I don't want you to think about it because you got the structure in your body. We're gonna go right into it, down and out. 45 seconds. We're going for speed this time, y'all. Remember where your toes are pointing. Remember where that right hip is going back. As you reach your arms forward, again, shoulders are mobilizing and encouraging you to find that nice, long, tall spine. 20 seconds. All right, so finding that groove with our breath, kicking it into high gear, 15 seconds. Now we got a little sprint in between. So we're gonna keep our heart rate elevated here. We've got 10 more seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, carefully step upon the board. Take that sprinter stance, and we're gonna go the distance. We're gonna kick it in for speed here. We just have 30 seconds. Count your slides. Pick a number, let it be your goal, and I want you to visualize it and know that you're gonna tromp over that number and then some. Stay low. Chest is up. Abs are strong. We got our eyes on the prize here for 15 seconds. I'm not sure if it's sweat flying or spit flying. Either way, puddles of DNA all over the floor. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get to the other side. Take a breath. Step it off. We've got 40 seconds of our side lunge. Let's go. I'm gonna take a few to catch my breath. So you do the same. 30 seconds. Maybe you close your eyes. Visualize where your toes are pointed. Visualize that hip going straight back. 20 seconds, y'all. Let your arms sort of be that momentum. Get your chest up. Hips low. Final 10, y'all. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And my noodle legs are gonna step on the board. And I'm really carefully gonna get in my tall slide for 10 seconds. Ooh, I like this palate cleanser. All right, everybody, we have one more challenge. Are you good? Thumbs up? All right, I'm with you. Come on over Turn it around. Hands on the bumper or on the floor. We got a 30-second mountain climber. In 3, 2, 1, go. So as you're doing this, y'all, close your eyes and just visualize that that finish line is oh so close. 10 seconds, y'all. Finish it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, pop your chest up. You're gonna take your right foot off the board. Put your right hand either on the bumper or fingertips beside that foot. Left leg goes back. Start with an in and out for me. Second option, twist. So we're gonna feel a nice, crispy action here in that right quad. 10 more seconds. Keep it up, y'all. Bottom hand is pressing away. Back leg is reaching away. And you guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into that front thigh. Carefully stand up, step on the board, and turn. Let's palate cleanse. Woo! Everybody, we have that just one more round. And then one final sprint. And then we get to cool this down. Let's go, 10 more seconds here. Are you ready? We got one more round. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Come on over. Turn your body. Hand placement is yours. 30-second mountain climber. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drill that breathing into your entire being right here. You have 15 seconds. I want you to go for speed. Come on. Close your eyes and feel it. You got 10. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Pop it up. Woo! Left foot. Place your hand where you need to. Shoot the opposite foot back, and let's go. In and out. Option to keep pressing into that front thigh. Option to take your twist. That might feel delightful at this point. You do you, everybody. 15 seconds. One final sprint coming up. Let's go. 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself up. Step on your board. And for this last 30 seconds, I want you to give me everything you got. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. 30. Home stretch. This is where we dig deep, and if there's anything left in the tank, we pull it to the surface right now. 10 seconds. Come on. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get to one side of your board. Take a well-deserved big breath. Let it out. And then I want you to just carefully step off your board. Make some space and just fold your body forward for a second. Ooh, wee, everybody. I'm gonna take a seat. You can totally join me. Let's take our booties off. Fling them off to the side. And bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Everybody, deep breath in here. Sit nice and tall. And then deep breath out. I want you to press the elbows down into your inner knees while maintaining a long trajectory out of the top of your head. Try to allow this position for you to kind of take back control of your lungs and your heart. And with each breath, maybe it gets a little deeper, a little more full. And then I'd like us to sit up tall from here and just stagger your left leg back. Push your body weight towards that hip and just feel a little stretch here for a moment. If you got tight hips like me, sometimes just simply finding our tallest posture is enough of a stretch to get into that hip. But if you want some more, right hand behind you, you're gonna circle your left arm up and push your hips away. Oh, yes. That feels nice. We got hip flexor pull, we got some abdominal pull, and the more you kind of pull your thumb back, the more you might feel a little stretch in your armpit and your chest. Let's make our way slowly down and switch to the other side. Keep it simple. Just switch it up. Let's start with that nice tall seat, almost like there's a little string cinching you up into that nice tall posture. And again, guys, if you want to stay here, do it. Woo, my sweat is creating my entire body print beneath me. Cute. Take your hip up, drive your pelvis forward, and maybe you look back. And I want you to just breathe here. Feel your own stretch and your own release. We're gonna hang out for another deep breath. And as you make your way to center, I'm gonna have us slowly come to standing. Tucking your toes. Come to a fold, guys, and just grab your elbows here. Your knees can be bent or straight, but just kind of let your body hang like a rag doll for a moment. Whew. Okay. Relax your arms, nod your head. Yes, we did it. And then bending your knees a lot, let's roll up. We're gonna go right into that pivot one more time. Oh, that feels very different than when we started 30 minutes ago. This is like a windstorm for me now. This is like the cooler. This is the fan to cool off all your sweat. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms up. Release them down. One more time. Let it go. And then bring your hands together. And give yourselves a round of applause because, my friends, we just killed that 30-minute cardio sculpt. Well done. See you next time. Signing off. Until then.